So this is Teacher Marilyn, and for this lesson, i-discuss ko yung quadratic equation. So yung quadratic equation, madali natin siyang malalaman sa isang equation kapag yung highest degree niya is equal to 2. So for example, ito. Ayan. So ito yung standard form ng quadratic equation. So you have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So yung a, b, and c, mga constants sila o mga numbers. So, bigyan ko kayo ng example. Okay, so, for example, meron tayong 5x squared plus 2x minus 5 equals 0. Okay, so this one is an example of a quadratic equation. Kasi yung kanyang variable, ang highest exponent is 2. Okay, so dun mo siya malalaman. So, this one, yung pagkakasulat ko, this one is according to the standard equation. So, ito siya. Okay, standard equation. Ngayon, kapag ang quadratic equation nyo, hindi siya nakasulat into the standard equation, pwede naman natin siyang i-arrange. Okay, so for example, kunwari meron kayong 4x squared minus 5 equals negative 6x. Okay. So, as you can see, para masabi natin na siya ay nasa standard equation, dapat yung kanyang right side is equal to 0. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, para mangyari yun, itatranspose lang natin itong negative 6 dito sa left side of the equation. Okay, so meron tayo ngayong 4x squared, and then itong negative 6x magiging positive 6x. Okay, and then minus 5 equals 0. Ayan. So, naka-standard form na siya. Ayan. So, ang tanong, paano natin isusolve ang quadratic equation? So, para dyan, gagamit tayo ng maraming actually ways. Okay? So, pero yung ituturo ko sa video na to, yung quadratic formula. Kasi ito yung pinakamadali dahil basically, di mo na masyadong kailangan mag-isip. Okay? So, ito yung ating quadratic formula. So, x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, kung natatandaan nyo, di ba meron tayong standard form ng quadratic equation na ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So, yung a, b, at saka c, ito yung gagamitin natin, yung mga values na to, yung gagamitin natin para i-substitute dito sa ating formula para ma-solve natin yung value ng unknown. So, in this case, ang unknown value natin is x. So, tingnan natin itong first example natin. So, meron tayong x squared plus 5x minus 14 equals 0. So, itong equation natin, naka-standard form na siya. Okay? So, kung again, isusunod yung ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, which is our standard form. Okay? So, tingnan natin ano values ng a, b, and c. Okay? So, based dito sa mga given natin, so ang a natin is equal to 1 kasi yung coefficient ng x squared is 1. Tapos sa value naman ng b, okay, so titingnan nyo dito, ang coefficient ng x is 5. And then yung value ng ating c, so yan is negative 14. Okay. So, para i-solve to, gagamitin natin yung ating quadratic formula. So, that is x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, mag-ingat kayo kasi itong over 2a dapat hanggang dito sa negative b kasi iba dito nagkakamali. Okay, so substitute lang natin. So, anong value ng b natin? So, it's 5. So, susulat natin to as negative 5 plus minus square root of, okay, so b squared, so that's 5 squared minus 4 times a. Ang a natin is 1. And then, ang value ng c natin is negative 14. Yan. Okay, so this one is over 2, and then value ng a natin is 1. Try natin yung ating equation. Okay, so meron tayong negative 5 plus minus square root of, so 5 squared is 25 minus, so itong 4 times 1 is 4 times negative 14 is negative 56. Okay, so over 2. Okay. So, simplify natin ulit. So, this is negative 5 plus minus. Okay, so meron tayong square root of. So, itong 25 minus negative 56 is equal to 81. Okay, so over 2. So, pag sinimplify natin siya further, meron tayong negative 5 plus minus, ang square root ng 81 is 9. Okay, over 2. Okay, so, kung mapapansin nyo dito, meron tayong actually dalawang values ng x. Yung una, okay, tawagin natin siyang x sub 1. This is equal to negative 5 plus 9 over 2. Kasi dahil dito sa plus minus. Okay, so simplify natin to. So, negative 5 plus 9 is positive 4 over 2. So, 4 over 2 is equal to 2. Yung pangalawang value ng x naman natin, tawagin natin siyang x sub 2. So, this is negative 5 minus 9 over 2. So, this is negative 5 plus negative 9 is negative 14 over 2. So, negative 14 over 2 is negative 7. So, therefore, okay, meron tayong dalawang values ng x. So, pwede siyang positive 2 or pwede rin siyang negative 7. Okay, so, dalawa yung solution sa ating quadratic equation. Now, tingnan naman natin itong next example natin. So, meron tayong x squared minus x plus 5 equals 7. So, itong quadratic equation na to, hindi siya naka-standard form kasi yung ating right side is not equal to 0. So, gagawin natin, ita-transpose natin itong C7 sa left side para maging 0 itong right side. So, magiging ganito siya. 3x squared minus x plus 5. Itong 7 magiging negative 7 equals 0. So, pag sinimplify natin ito, meron tayong 3x squared minus x, and then positive 5 plus negative 7 is negative 2. So, this is now equal to 0. Okay, so, again, tingnan natin yung values ng a, b, at saka c. Okay, so yung coefficient ng a natin, yung coefficient ng x squared is 3. So, yan yung a. And then, sa b naman, ang coefficient ng x natin is negative 1. And then, sa c, yung ating constant is negative 2. Okay, so kung gagamitin natin yung ating quadratic formula, so x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so sa substitute lang natin siya. So meron tayong negative of negative 1 plus minus square root of, okay, meron tayong negative 1 squared minus 4 times a, ang a natin is 3, and then ang ating c is negative 2. Yan. And then, i-divide natin lahat by 2 times a, which is 3. Okay, so pag sinimplify natin, meron tayong positive 1, kasi negative times negative 1 is positive 1. So, plus minus, so this one is 1 minus. So, yung 4 times 3 times negative 2 gives us negative 24. And over 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so, pag sinimplify pa natin to, meron tayong 1 plus or minus square root of. So, 1 plus negative 24 is 25. And then over 6. So, kapag sinimplify pa natin siya, x is equal to 1 plus minus square root of 25 is 5. And then over 6. So, solve natin yung dalawang values ng x. So, yung first value, so x sub 1, that is 1 plus 5 over 6. So, 1 plus 5 is 6 and then over 6. So, 6 over 6 is 1. Yung x sub 2 naman natin, meron tayong 1 minus 5 over 6. So, this is 1 minus 5, meron tayong negative 4, and then over 6. So, pag ito ni lowest terms natin, kasi fraction siya, so meron tayong negative 2 over 3. Pag dinivide natin both by 2. Okay? So, therefore, dalawa yung sagot natin ulit dito sa ating quadratic equation. So, meron tayong positive 1 and negative 2 over 3. Now, let's try this example. Meron tayong negative x squared minus 3x minus 6 equals 5x minus 8. So, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi siya naka-standard form. Again, kasi yung kanyang right side is not equal to 0. Okay, so simplify natin to. So, gagawin natin itong 5x, itatranspose natin siya sa left side. At saka itong negative 8, itatranspose natin siya sa left side para maging 0 yung ating right side. Okay, so magiging ganito yung ating equation. Meron tayong negative x squared minus 3x. So, yung ating positive 5x, gagawin natin siyang negative 5x. And then, meron tayong negative 6. And then, yung negative 8, gagawin natin positive 8. And then, right side now is equal to 0. So, simplify natin. So, negative x squared and then negative 3x minus 5x gives us negative 8x. And the negative 6 plus positive 8 is positive 2. So, this is equal to 0. Yan. So, naka-standard form na siya. So, identify natin ang values ng A, B, and C. So, ang value ng A natin, so yung coefficient ng x squared is negative 1. Yung value ng B is yung coefficient ng x natin is negative 8. And yung value ng C natin is positive 2. Okay, so, using yung ating quadratic formula, meron tayong x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so substitute na natin. So, meron tayong negative of negative 8. So, plus minus square root of, ang b squared natin is negative 8 squared minus 4 times a is negative 1. And then, yung ating c is positive 2. Okay. And then, everything is divided by 2a. Okay. So, pag sinimplify natin, meron tayong positive 8. Then, plus minus square root of 64. And then, minus yung 4 times negative 1 times positive 2 gives us negative 8. Okay. Over 2. And then, yung A, negative 1. Hindi ko pala nalagay yung negative 1 dito. Okay, so, ngayon meron tayong 8 plus minus square root of, so, 64 minus negative 8 is positive 72. Then, over negative 2. So, pag sinimplify pa natin siya further, x is equal to 8 plus or minus square root of 72, hindi siya perfect square. So, isi-simplify na lang natin to. Factors ng 72 is 36 and 2. Okay, so this one is over negative 2. Na pag sinimplify natin to, meron tayong 8 plus or minus. So, 36 square root of 36 is 6. And then, sa loob, may iwan sa radical sign yung 2. And then, over negative 2. So, yung ating x sub 1 is equal to 8 plus 6 square root of 2 over negative 2. Okay, so ang gagawin na lang natin dito, isi-simplify natin siya. So, pwede natin siyang isulat like this. So, meron tayong 8 over negative 2 plus 6 square root of 2 over negative 2. Okay, so para mas madali nyo siyang masimplify. So, 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. And then, meron tayong 6 divided by negative 2. So, ang sagot dyan is negative 3. So, meron tayo dito negative 3 square root of 2. So, ito yung ating first value. Okay? Now, tingnan natin yung ating second value. So, yung second value naman natin, meron tayong 8 minus 6 square root of 2 over negative 2. So meron tayong 8 over negative 2 minus 6 square root of 2 over negative 2. So, pag sinimplify natin ito, meron tayong negative 4. And then, ito naman is negative 6 over negative 2. So, that's positive 3 square root of 2. Ayan. So, yung ibang ginagawa, sinusulat na lang siya like this. Okay, pwede naman na ganito rin. Pagsasamahan nyo na lang siya. So, negative 4 plus minus 3 square root of 2. Ayan. So, pwede mo siyang pag-isahin na sagot since parehas lang naman yung second term mo dito. So, now let's have the last example. So, kung papansin dito naka-standard form. So, kailangan natin siyang i-simplify and kailangan natin siyang isulat in the standard form. So, gagawin natin, ta-transpose natin itong negative 3x squared dito sa left side. Ganun din itong positive 3x and ganun din itong negative 5. Lahat sila dito sa left side. So, magiging ganito siya. Negative 11x squared and then yung negative 3x squared magiging positive 3x squared. Then minus x, and then itong positive 3x, gagawin natin siyang negative 3x. And then yung negative 5, gagawin natin siyang positive 5. Kaya yung right side magiging 0. Okay, so meron tayong negative 11x squared plus 3x squared. So this is equal to negative 8x squared. Then itong negative x plus negative 3x magiging negative 4x. Then, meron tayong positive 5. So, this is equal to 0. Okay, so identify na natin ang values ng A, B, and C. So, ang A natin is negative 8, ang B natin is negative 4, and yung C natin is positive 5. Okay, so, gagamitin ngayon natin yung ating quadratic formula. So, meron tayong x is equal to negative B plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so substitute na natin yung values. So, meron tayong negative of negative 4 plus minus square root of negative 4 squared minus 4 times a, negative 8. And then yung c natin is positive 5. So, lahat to is divided by 2 times a, which is negative 8. Okay, so simplify natin further. So, meron tayong positive 4 plus minus square root of 16. For negative 4 squared is 16. And then, meron tayong negative minus. So, itong 4 times negative 8 times 5 is negative 160. And over 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. So, this one is x is equal to 4 plus minus. So itong 16 minus negative 160 is equal to 176. Okay, so over negative 16. Itong square root of 176 is hindi siya perfect square. So, factor natin siya. So, meron tayong x is equal to 4 plus minus. Ang factors ng 176 is 16 and 11. So, lahat to di-divide natin by negative 16. Okay, so therefore, ito magiging 4 plus minus square root of 16 is 4. So, labas natin siya dito. So, may iwan si 11 sa loob ng radical sign. And this is equal to negative 16. Okay, so therefore, solve na natin yung values ng x. Okay, so pag sinimplify natin to, ang isi-simplify nyo lang ito. Yan. Okay? So, ang common denominator nila is 4. So, sabihin, ito pwede natin isulat as 1 plus square root of 11 over negative 4. Yan. Or pwede mo rin siyang isulat like this. Negative of 1 plus square root of 11 over 4. Ayan. So, ito yung ating first answer. So, yung second answer naman natin, so that is 4 minus 4 square root of 11 over negative 16. Okay. So, pag sinimplify natin ulit yan, pwede siyang ganito. So, meron tayong 1 minus square root of 11 over negative 4. Or, pwede nyo rin siyang isulat as negative of 1 minus square root of 11 over 4. Yan. Okay? Or kung gusto niyo naman pagsamahin, pwede natin siyang isulat like this. So, pwede siyang 1 plus minus square root of 11 over negative 4.